Well, hello everyone. It is me, Rachel Cross, bringing you some art through Art from the Heart Time, where everything we create is with a point and a purpose. Today we are going to be creating some feeling faces or feeling friends. Now, feeling faces and feeling friends, it is a really great thing to create. It's going to help us look within and see what kind of feelings we are having, which right now with everything that we have going on, with things changing, the schools closing, social distancing, we probably have a lot of different feelings going on about many different things. And I want you to know that however you feel about everything that is going on, that it is okay. It is okay to feel that way. It is okay to express those feelings safely. And I want to give you the opportunity through this project to be able to do that. And so with that, I'm going to show you the supplies and samples that I use to create. And I want you to know that when creating in Art from the Heart, you do not have to create the project the way that I show you. It is just a sampled suggestion. I will always encourage you to make your own creations and your own designs and to be as creative as you would like, that there's no wrong way to complete these projects. I just show you a sampled version and I would love to see what you come up with when you create your feeling friends or feeling faces. So I'm going to show you some samples. This one, I have a few, is made out of oil pastel and watercolors. These are fun to do. The watercolors and the oil pastel, they do not mix. So the watercolor goes right over the oil pastel, giving us that bright look. Here is another one. This was the love emoji that somebody did. They were feeling loved. I have another one that is really bright. I have this one that is excited. And then I have this one that was actually scared. She did this one and said that it was hers. That is the scared face. So there is no wrong way to create these projects. There is also some fun little faces that were done on popsicle sticks. This is actually a paper plate that is cut out, is just the center of it. And this is some crayon drawing is all that is taped to a popsicle stick. These are the different feelings and emotions that this person was having. I think this one, it says on the back, annoyed. You would most definitely write on back what they are, so then you can remember and share those with others if you want. This one is happy or positive, definitely by the big smiling face, right? We can see that it is. So those are just a couple samples. Now I also have a little bit of a different one. The first samples that I just showed you right now were done by younger students. I also have this one as a sample that is done by a junior high, middle school student. And this one, it was done by a girl. She decided to create feeling friends. Now I absolutely loved the feeling friends. Again, she did not want to create the feeling faces. She decided to make feeling friends, what I think is absolutely perfect. She also labeled them, and when she shared with me her creation and thoughts behind her creation, she did share with me that she created each individual feeling friend or character, as she labeled them, to have a certain feeling, and on the back she also wrote a little description about it. And for me and my artist mind, my mind just goes way far out there. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can make a story out of it. You can make a comic strip. You can make several paintings or drawings, whatever you choose to do. But I know for me and myself, my imagination just runs wild when she presented the opportunity to create feeling friends instead of feeling faces. So with that, I'm going to share. This one is mad. And this one is happy. This one is funny. And this one in the middle is fear. And this one right here is sadness. So I'm going to hold this just a little bit closer so you can get a little bit closer look at that. And absolutely amazing how she chose to draw the characters. If you draw characters, if you draw anime, I know that some of you do. However you choose to represent maybe some new characters or add emotions to the ones you have, and maybe something you're already doing, I would love to see what you create because I think that is just so cool and creative. So again, you can do feeling friends, the feeling faces. So I'm going to hold up the feelings chart of emoji faces that I'm going to be using. Now there should also be a link provided for this if you are able to click on it and look at it closer. I have a lot of students that like to use this just as a base foundation. Is actually something I usually do too because I think the faces are fun, they're silly, you know, and emojis are super normal and popular, right? Still in our society today. So I'm also going to hold up a quick sign of the different supplies that I use. There should also be a link for this as well for you to view it. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So with this, and I do say that there is no wrong way to create art in Art from the Heart, I myself like to have pretty solid, even circles. So especially with us being at home, I'm sure around the house you can probably find something that is round. And I actually found this cup, just a plastic cup. So I'm going to use it as a tracer to give me the circle that I'm wanting today for my creations. I know I showed you a lot of different samples, the watercolors, oil pastels. The drawing was done in marker and pen. So I'm actually just going to use crayon today, and I'm not going to use any popsicle sticks. So I'm going to pick the black crayon, and I am just going to make a couple of circles right here on the paper, and you should be able to see all of this as well. And I'm going to just go ahead and trace it. So I'm left with just 2 circles right there. And I'm going to start these as my first feeling faces or friends. I don't know. I may label them with a name. I don't know. Or draw a body attached to it. Oh, that would be cool, right? Anything. Art is a time to be expressive, to be you, and to just enjoy the creation process. That's what this is really all about. So I'm going to go ahead and pick, let's pick sad. Let's pick sad. You know, through all the different things we've been going through lately, I know I felt a little bit of sadness with really having to come to acceptance that things are changing and they're going to change and it's okay. And there also may be some things that are coming back, some that aren't going to be the same ever again. And so going through that process and just acknowledging it like, hey, that may not come back the same. And like, that kind of bums me out, you know, that makes me a little sad. That is totally okay. That is okay to acknowledge that and to look within and to say, hey, that kind of makes me sad. So we're going to go ahead and start with a sad face, and then we'll do a happy one after that. Yeah, I'll find an emotion on there that is fun because I also am finding some really great things out of what we're going through as well. So, okay, I went ahead and did the circles. Now with the sad face, it has the little eyes turned up, and they are like this. I'm hoping you can see some of that, and the eyes are up at the top, kind of looking up, that sad, like a sad pouty face, big upside down face, and we have the tears coming down. So this is what the face on the paper looks like. It has sad underneath. This is what it looks like right here. I'll probably end up coloring that yellow just to kind of go with the whole like emoji thing. I did choose blue because for me, blue does represent some form of sadness. And so I went ahead with that color. So with us doing sad, let's go ahead and do a more cheerful one. Let's go ahead and do, it's silly. Silly is fun. I like to be silly. I don't know if any of you out there are ever silly or get the opportunity to be silly. It is definitely something fun to do. So I'm going to go ahead and do the mouth like it showed. It shows these little squiggly lines because they're being silly. And it also has a tongue sticking out of the side. I'm going to go ahead and like that. And I'm going to color this in just a little bit. For the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and do green. I personally have green eyes. Oh my goodness, and in this, the eyes look like they are crossed because they are definitely being silly. And we have just some little eyebrows like that. This definitely turned out to be a silly face. Let me go ahead and show you. I think that definitely qualifies as silly, right? That definitely looks silly. So this is just a fun, creative way that I'm going to write silly underneath, that you can create your feelings, express your feelings, whatever they may are. If you have more that you want to create, of course, do more than 2. Do as many as you would like. If you want to cut them out and play with them and make them a story, or again, draw them in the characters, that is definitely something that you can do. And don't worry about having the art to look a certain way. However it comes out is the right way, because that's what you did. And I believe in you, and you're going to do awesome art. You're going to do everything awesome. What am I talking about? Just awesome art. You're going to do everything awesome. So with that, this is our Feeling Friends, Feeling Faces activity. I hope that you enjoy it. I hope that you have fun in the creation process. And I also hope that you were able to share this activity with your friends and your family and within your community. And I look forward to seeing you next time.